Hello everyone and welcome to your reading for the week of May 2023. Spirit, let's see what's going on. We're doing all 12 signs. That's right. I know if you've been here on my channel that I haven't been around in a while. I took a bit of a hiatus. I was doing some other stuff, but I am back in full swing. We got a whole new schedule. We got new videos. We got new techniques. We got all kinds of new. So make sure you are subscribed. Hit the bell notification, okay? You don't want to miss all the new stuff coming up because it's good. Not that it wasn't good before because it was me. So there's that. All right, let's get into the 12 signs. And we are going to start with Capricorn. Let's get your 3 tarot cards and then we'll grab a couple oracle cards. First up, at the beginning of the week, your energy is of the Hanged Man. So what's going on here? Looks like you've changed pace. You've switched something around. You're looking at something from a new angle. You're going at something completely different. Okay? And as you go through the week, the energy that comes up is the Page of Cups. So it feels like you've got some information coming in. You got some news coming in, something like that. This is something I think that is going to put a little pep in your step. Okay? This is good news. I'm liking that energy. And then as we round out the week, we have the High Priestess. She's in the reverse. Here's the thing. So High Priestess, it's about intuition and it's a little bit, I'm feeling like revelations. What this is feeling like to me is by the end of the week, remember how I said you're going at things from a different angle. You've got some good stuff coming in, but there's like something, it's like the last piece of the puzzle doesn't quite fit yet. So you're really going to have to tap into your intuition. I'm feeling like something revealed, something being revealed, which feels like a very moon card kind of energy, but I'm getting this with the High Priestess. Now we do have a moon in the card as well. Maybe that's why. But it's like there's something that needs to come out. So let's get our oracle cards and see if this gives us a little more intel and makes some more sense of this, right? So let's get our 3 cards. We got 1, 2. Ooh. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a fellow Cappy. So this is good for me too. Check it out. Under the Hangman, I don't think I said Hangman was in the reverse. Anyway, under the Hangman, we have freedom. Whatever this is, this new way of doing things or looking at things or whatever is going to bring you some freedom. This is gonna, like, I see like shackles being, what do you call it? Like undone, right? Unhooked, however you put that, right? Unlocked, right? Shackles unlocked. This is going to be very freeing, whatever this is. It's not just the fact that you're looking at it from a different perspective or going at things a different way. This is going to take it a step further. It's like an elevation of some sort. When we look at the card that came out under the Page of Cups, we have opportunity. Good news for an opportunity coming your way. Love this so much. So good. And now when we look at the High Priestess card, the card that came out is Voyage. Very cool. What this is telling me is if it's something that has to come to light or come out, what it's going to do is propel you forward in some way that we speak about movement, okay? It can be an actual trip. You could actually be physically going somewhere. It could be a move or it could just be a change. But voyage could also be something internal. Maybe this is something you need to discover and realize about the situation, but you really need to go within. That's why we have the High Priestess. I know that sounds kind of hermit energy, but I'm talking about go within to find your truth, to dig up the truth, right? And you're going to know that feeling, that gut feeling, not the one that's fake, okay? Remember this. It's the one where sometimes it comes up and it may not feel that good because it's pushing you out of your comfort zone. That's the voyage. You're going to be pushed out of your comfort zone and God knows where you're going, but it's good. Freedom and opportunity. Come on. Capricorn. Oh, so stoked. I can't wait to see how things unfold this week for you and I. So let me know. Throw me a comment and tell me how your week goes. All right. Cappy done. Cappy is done. Now, we're going to get ready for the next sign. Hang on here. Hold the phone. I forgot to say, I'm time stamping below as well in the description box and the first pinned comment. So you can skip to your sign if you want, or watch your rising sign, moon sign, whatever. Or if you have a lot of placements in one house, right? Under one, blah, 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 that too. Anyway, a bunch of stuff in one spot in your astrology chart. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Aquarius. Aquarius, what do we got for you this week? Oh, Cappy had some movement. Looks like you've got some movement too. You got some serious movement going on. Ooh, I'm liking it though. Check this out. At the beginning of the week, your energy is the Six of Swords. Now, Six of Swords is about moving on from something not so great towards something good or better. Okay, so this is, I describe this as moving from stormy seas onto calmer waters. So you are just completing that kind of movement, or the beginning of the week you start that move. Okay, so you are moving onto something better. This should make sense to you once the beginning of the week kicks in, if you haven't started that already. As we look at the energy going through the week, we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Now, Knight of Wands, this is very fiery, forward moving. It's let's go, let's do this thing, right? Because it's in the reverse, it's feeling like this could go one of two ways, so take it to suit your situation. Either that Six of Wands forward movement is stalled, like it's not moving maybe as quick as you would like it to, or it could also be that it's moving, but it's like there's a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like rocky terrain, okay? Like it's not a smooth path moving forward, but there is still forward movement. So you're either stalled or it's like slow. Like I said, rocky. I'm feeling like that knight on the horse, right? I'll just put them up right for now. But a knight on a horse, it would be like if they're going up like a mountainside or a hill, or there's lots of rocks, like the ground isn't steady. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling. So you might have that a little bit tippy kind of feeling this week as you're attempting to move, right? I don't know what tippy means. I hope that makes sense to you, because I don't even know if it makes sense to me, but I think you get it. By the end of the week, we have the Sun card. Now it's in the reverse, but doesn't mean anything. The Sun is always a good card. You always want the sun shining on you. It's pure joy. It is everything going well, everything working out. Because it's in the reverse, maybe it's not all going to come together by the end of the week, but you're going to see some good progression and you're going to see a bright future. So I hope that makes sense. We're going to get our oracle cards now to clarify a little more. This is a little more intel about what these cards are all about. Oh, good one. Oh, it's as nice as the Capricorn reading. Wow, that's an interesting card. Didn't expect that. All right, here we go. Under the Six of Swords, this is your moving on, right? We have miracles. Look at that rainbow. Miracles. This movement is going to bring and start some things that are really new, yeah, but really good for you. That's why we've got the card of miracles. This is going to be so much better than you could have imagined. Whatever this movement is, moving on to this other thing. I think it's even like, it might even be just moving away from the thing to something else is the good part of this. Or it could just be, well, we're going to move on to something else. Let's see what comes up. Well, whatever comes up is pretty darn good. And as you go through the week, remember how I said it's going to be kind of like delayed or kind of rocky, not so smooth. It's not a bad thing, because the card that came out is inner peace. You need to slow down. That's why. The challenges along the path have been put there for a reason. Whatever this thing is, okay, this week, you're being forced to slow down. So maybe you've been like go, 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 or trying to figure this out and decide the path forward. Well, Spirit's saying, no, Aqua, you slow your little butt down for a few minutes. Then by the end of the week, you're going to see that things start to pick up. But I think it's going to pick up slowly. in another good way, because the card that came out under the sun is pleasure. Slow down, stop and smell the roses, live in the moment. When you learn to do that, if you learn to do it over the course of the week, that's when you see things move. The more you slow down, the more things move forward. I know that sounds like that be a paradox or juxtaposition. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds like it's a backwards kind of energy, right? But it's not. That method is actually going to work for you. And the slower you go, the faster you'll go forward. Too funny, right? But such a good energy. So I'm loving that for you. Aquarius, let me know how your week goes. I bet it's going to be a good one. So, Aquarius done. Now, moving on. Moving right along. Pisces. Pisces, let's see what's going on for you this week. What card's coming out for Pisces? Ooh, nice. All right. First up, we have the Page of Swords. You're looking for some information. Could be some information coming into you, but it's like a research kind of project, something where you've been looking for info and you've been online looking up stuff. You've been reading books. You've been, going on webinars or whatever. You're gathering information, and more information is coming to you. Not a bad card at all, especially when we look at the rest of the cards. As you go through the week, we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is forward moving. Quite often, this is destined, okay? This is fate. It could be the Wheel of Karma, but it's definitely the Wheel of Fate. It is moving and moving. Things are going, right? I'm curious now to see what comes up in your oracle cards. But before we get there, as you round out the week, by the end of the week, we've got the Ace of Cups coming to you. It's beautiful. This is an offer, usually around a relationship, a friendship. It's some kind of a connection. Usually it's romantic, but it doesn't have to be. But it's still a great offer coming towards you. That's what I'm feeling with our tarot cards. So it's looking good so far. Let's see what comes out in the oracle cards. So let's get those. Oh, nice. Wow. All right. This is interesting. Under the Page of Swords, so this is the information coming in and you gathering stuff. The card that came out is happiness. Beautiful, right? As this information is coming to you, as you're filling your basket of knowledge, you're going to feel better and better and better. You're going to feel that things are going to get brighter and lighter. It's the kind of energy that I'm picking up with this Page of Swords and happiness combo. Then when we look at the Wheel of Fortune, okay, the card that came out is Wonders. This is saying, as things progress, as things are moving along with that Wheel of Fortune energy, this is very similar to the Aquarius reading. So if you're not watching them all, pop back over to Aquarius and have a look. Because this is saying, like, as the wheel turns and things are starting to move and flow and go forward, you really need to pay attention to what's happening. Don't just, this came to me, so I have to say it, don't just take things at face value. And I'm not saying that to scare you, but to invoke a sense of curiosity. Pay attention to what's going on as things are moving. And I'm saying this because when we look at this Ace of Cups energy by the end of the week, we have flow. Do you know what this is saying to me with this Ace of Cups card? This is saying that this cup is going to overflow. There's going to be so much happening here. This cup is going to be filling up for you in such a capacity that you're going to see the cup start to overflow, but not to the point where everything's splashing out and you lose everything that's in that cup. Think about like a champagne fountain or a chocolate fountain and that lovely flow, right? As the things flow out of the top cup, you're starting to fill the other cups around you. That's what the flow is. It's not just about one cup filling with this offer, this connection that's coming towards you. This is going to fulfill you and your life in so many different ways. It's not just one facet of your life that this offer can actually help and grow and expand. the flow is outreaching, like a like a river branching out to the ocean, right? It's just look where it can go from there. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling with that Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh, I love that, Pisces. I love that for you. So let me know how this goes, and tell me how your week goes and what this Ace of Cups is for you. Maybe you won't see that flow, like everything flowing by the end of the week, but it is at least the beginning of that flow starting, and then you get to see where it goes from there. So that's pretty cool. Liking it. All right, take a little sip of water before we move on. And now, moving on to Aries. Aries cards are wanting to fall out here, so let's take those. Let's see what's going on for you this week. Get your 3 cards down. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. I already want to dig into the oracle cards now, but bide your passion, lady, bide your passion. Check it out. First card up we have for you is the 3 of Cups in the reverse. This is feeling like at the beginning of the week, there's some kind of disconnect in a group situation. Could be a relationship, but it's definitely something between you and another person, but I'm feeling more like a group thing. There's something that's off. Okay, and this is at the beginning of the week. We're going to figure this out and sort it out. And as you go through the week, here's the thing. Whatever's going on with this group thing, something's not flowing the way you need it to or want it to. There's something that's, it's not that it's not working. Let me back up because I'm trying to get all the words out of my mouth too quickly. It's not that, it's not just about, things are feeling off, but now it starts out by, things are feeling off, but then through the week, it's like, things really aren't good. And it's almost like you being, targeted almost. That's a harsh word. I don't want it to come across that harshly, but it's almost like, or being left out, or being ostracized, or like someone pointing the finger, well, you did this, so you can't hang out with us anymore. Like that kind of feeling. And by the end of the week, we've got you in the 4 of Swords energy reversed. So all your cards are reversed. Here's what I'm feeling. With the 4 of Swords, you take your time through the week kind of absorbing this information and people's behaviors, and you're just kind of like, what is all of this about, right? Like, what the heck is this? So by the end of the week, you're like, screw this, I'm done. I'm not, fine, I'll move on, or confront whoever this is. Confront's a really harsh word too. Maybe approach them and go, listen, can we talk about this? Like, what the heck is this all about? What is going on here? Like, I've been hanging back, just waiting to see where all this was going, but this isn't working for me. So let's talk about this. You're not walking away altogether, but you're wanting to figure out, like, what the heck is this all about, right? So let's get your oracle cards now. So this will give us probably some good intel as to why this is all kind of unfolding the way it is, because it's feeling kind of weird, right? Wow, look at that. These cards have come up for others too. Under the 3 of Cups, we have abundance. So abundance talks about there being enough for everyone. For whatever reason, whoever's in this group, it could be someone in this group. Maybe it's just one person, could be multiple people. It's almost like they feel like you're taking from the group, or you're getting more than your fair share. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting with this abundance card. Then when we look at the Justice card, so this is, you kind of feeling like, this isn't right, like this isn't fair, doesn't make sense to me. We have Happiness. So the Happiness card under that is, you're looking at the situation going, I can't figure out what your problem is. I can't figure out why you feel like I'm getting more than you are. Why you're feeling like I'm like, I don't know, throwing a blanket over your happiness or whatever. Because I'm feeling like everything's in flow and everything is good. Where is the disconnect here, right? And under the 4 of Swords, right? So by the end of the week, remember how I said when you start to, you decide, okay, I gotta talk this through and figure out what it is. We have Voyage. So this could go one of two ways, okay? Voyage, it's movement, it's going somewhere. You either leave, right? You go, okay, fine. You know what? If that's how you feel, I'll depart. I bid you well, good luck, and I'm gone. Or the voyage is about, we can't go forward the way things are now. So in order to be able to move, keep going, okay? Keep moving forward. We're going to have to wipe the slate clean, figure stuff out, and see what we want to, we all want to agree on what this looks like going forward, okay? So that's the energy I've got for you, Aries. I'm not feeling like it's bad, but it's definitely something where you're like, no, this is not making sense to me, and I'm not okay with this, so we need to figure it out. I don't think you're mad. I think you're more concerned, maybe a little miffed, maybe a little upset almost, but more like, I don't understand this. Why would you guys think I would do this or be like this? Like, it's that kind of a feeling. So I think there is the potential to sort it out, as we spoke about in the cards. Or you know what? If that's the way they are, then you might just have to say adios, and that's okay. You know why, Aries? You're going to make a friend 2 minutes later, because that's what you do. I am not worried about you at all. No, my friend. So good luck. I hope everything works out for you in this situation this week. Let me know. Throw me a comment. So Aries done. Time for water. Time for water and time for earth. Taurus. It's your turn, Taurus. Let's see what your week is going to look like. We'll get your tarot cards, and then we'll grab your oracle cards. Okay. You know, Taurus, not a shocker. I'm feeling like it's going to be a slow-moving week for you. Spoiler alert, your 3 tarot cards are all in the reverse, and all I'm feeling is a really slowed right down energy. Let's look at your cards. First up, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's an offer or an opportunity. It's coming. It's coming. And I think it's what you want. We're pretty darn close. There may be a few tweaks that need to be made to whatever this is, but it's feeling good. Like I said, it's all about stuff slowed down. And then we have the 9 of Swords as you go through the week. I'm loving this because this is telling me that if you think about this upright, you're worried about something. You were really worried about something. The anxiety was kicking in. What am I going to do? How am I going to figure this out? Like stuff keeping you up at night kind of thing. Because it's in the reverse, this is dissipating and it's releasing. So whatever this ace is, remember how I said it's an opportunity or an offer coming. May not be full blown, here you go, but you can see the forward movement that this will allow. And when you see what's possible, that's when the stress and the anxiety starts to lift. It's beautiful. I love this. And then by the end of the week, your card is the Empress, also in reverse. This could go one of 2 ways. But I'm feeling like this is going to flow into the week after as well, okay? And probably continue on. But here's the thing with the Empress, it's a beautiful card, and it's about growth and expansion and fertility and creativity, all these things that, I mean, are fantastic, especially when we're talking about this offer that's coming to you. Because it's in the reverse, it almost feels like it's delayed from the perspective of, we're giving you this offer, like say, and it's a pentacle, right? So let's say it's an offer of money. Okay, so you apply for a loan, or you apply for a mortgage or a student loan, or you apply for a job, or you have an interview. And it's like, by the end of the week, it's like, yep, you can have it, sort of. Okay, but you can't have it right now. Or we get to tweak a couple things because it's not exactly what we spoke about. Or, okay, Taurus, you know what? If you really want this, we're going to have to work some stuff out. And so you can't have it right now, but it's coming. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling with that Empress in the reverse. So we're getting your oracle cards now. So Taurus, it's not that it's not going to work, and it's not going to happen, and it's not coming. It's all going to pull together, but it's going to take time, because either you're standing your ground, big surprise, Taurus, you're digging your heels in and going, no, this is what I want. And I'm willing to wait for you to figure out how to give that to me. Or it's like, okay, both sides are like, okay, so it can't exactly be how it is. We got to figure this out. It still feels like it's moving forward. And regardless, that Nine of Swords energy lifting is a huge thing for you right now. Now, let's take a look at our oracle cards. Under the Ace of Pentacles, we have love. It's beautiful. This offer is so good for you, and it's going to feel amazing. Even if it doesn't all sort itself out by the end of the week, you are going to be really happy with whatever this is, regardless. Even if there's stuff that has to be worked out or tweaked or whatever, it's still going to be good. And under the Nine of Swords, we have simplicity. Yeah, of course, simplicity comes out once the stress and anxiety starts to lift. You're going to feel like, you know what it is? You do something in your life around this situation that helps to alleviate the anxiety and the stress. Maybe you've taken on too much. Maybe you've got too much on your plate. Maybe you're overthinking. The simplicity part is what's making this so much easier for you. Okay? I love this. Under the Empress, right? We have miracles. I don't even know what to say to that. I don't even know what to say. Taurus, this is going to be one heck of a week. Like I said, it's not like everything's all going to come together, tickety-boo, perfecto mundo kind of thing by the end of the week, but it's going to be looking so good. You're going to see what's possible with all of this. By the end of the week, yeah, I think you're going to be really happy with how you see life starting to flow. Beautiful. I'm loving that energy for you so much. So good luck. I don't think you're going to need it, but good luck this week and let me know how it goes. So before I get talking with the talkative sign, let's have a drink. Have a sip of water, and it is in a wine glass. So those of you who think, my God, she's like wino on YouTube. No, it's water. It's not a wine glass, it's a water goblet. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, Gemini. Oh, that card wanted to come out, so we're taking it. Let's get your three tarot cards, and then we'll grab the oracle cards after. So, okay, interesting. The first card up at the beginning of the week, we have the Sun. So your energy is beautiful, pure joy. Love it. Now the Sun's in the reverse, but it doesn't matter. It just means might be a little bit slower, watered down kind of thing, but you're feeling pretty good for the most part. And I think the reason for that is you finally see the ending to something that's been a bit of a ride, bit of a struggle. With the Ten of Wands, tens are about the end and ending, right? So you've come to the end of something. It could be a cycle, it could be a journey, a project, a relationship, doesn't matter. But you've been putting in a lot, and you're just ready to put down that burden. You're ready to be done of this, whatever it is. That's why you've got that Sun card, because you can see it. You can see, oh yeah, by the end of the week, this thing is done and I'm going to be feeling good. And you're not wrong. By the end of the week, the card that you have for the energy is the Seven of Pentacles. It's in the reverse, but I'm not concerned about that. So the Seven of Pentacles is about reaping rewards. You've put in a lot of work, right? You tended the garden and you've weeded it and you've watered the flowers, and then the flowers bloom and you get to pick them and, have a lovely table setting, right? So with this reversed, things aren't quite ripe for the picking. So the flowers aren't quite ready to cut, but you can see those blooms starting to come. Okay. So I'm loving this energy. It's really nice. But let's see, we're going to get a little more detail about what this is about. Grabbing our oracle cards. Okay. Oh, all right. Interesting. Check this out. Under the Sun, we have love. What a beautiful combination. The Sun and love. You see it. You see it. You are really happy with where things are going. You see what's coming. That's why we have those two cards together. And under the Ten of Wands, we have fulfillment. Look, it happens to be a piece of fruit that is ripened. You see it. You know the end is here. You know you've done your this came to me, so I have to say it, due diligence. I went to say duty, but due diligence wanted to come out. So it could be a project that or research or information you've had to pull together. That's going to apply to some of you. But the point is that you see this now. You're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and you're putting that stack of sticks down, right? Your bundle of wands, you're like ditching it, going, I'm done. I'm taking the knapsack off, and I'm walking without the weight. You know what I'm saying? Under the Seven of Pentacles, the card that came out is purity. What this is telling me is that, remember how I said with the Seven of Pentacles, things aren't quite ripe for the picking? It looks like it is. But you know what? When we're talking about purity, this is, you're like, I could pick it now, but I'm just going to wait until it's just right. In its purest form, in its best and most potent manifestation. Okay? So as tempted as you are to pick that fruit, as tempted as you are to grab that peach off the tree, you know that it is best for you to just hang on just a tiny bit longer, and then you achieve that perfection. And I don't use that word very often. It may not be perfect, but it sure is going to feel it. Ooh, nice. Gemini, tell me what this is about. I'm loving that. And some fresh peaches? Yum, yum. Give me some. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, good luck with everything. Ooh. Now, moving right along. Cancer, my Cancer cuties, how are you? Get your cards for you now. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Are you doing well? I think so. If not, you probably will be after this week. Check this out. First card up, we have the Star. And at the beginning of the week, this is about, well, it's the wish card. It's dreams coming true and, you know, something you really want coming to fruition. Now, it's in the reverse, so it feels like you're working on a dream, okay? You're working on pulling some information together. You're working on making it happen, okay? That's what I'm getting at the beginning of the week. And this could be something that you've already been working on. But once you get to this week, we're changing energy a little bit. You're still on that path. You're still on that trajectory, but you may want to tweak a couple things, because as we go through the week, we've got the Six of Cups. It's a card of nostalgia. It's a card of the past, but to me, it's more of a reflecting card. I think you kind of slow down on where you're headed with the dream, okay? Because you're looking at it going, you know, maybe I want to tweak a couple things. Maybe I don't want it to exactly look like this, and I may want to make some changes. That's what I'm feeling with the Six of Cups. By the end of the week, you're in High Priestess mode. Not a bad thing. So I think what she's doing is what's the word I'm looking for? She's able to make a decision based on looking at what you've been doing and where you've been headed. Mean-headed, not beheaded. No, not that. Not that, Cancer. Where you have been headed. And she's looking at, okay, so this is where we've been going. These are the changes we want to make. So now it's an informed decision. Okay? Informed, but this is all internal. This is your gut telling you what is right and what is the best course of action. Oh my God, I can't talk. What's up with that? It's tongue-tied. Tongue-tied. Now let's get your oracle cards and get some more info. Okay? This is good. Under the Star, we have the happiness card. That's beautiful, right? I think you're less really married to and tied to that idea of what the dream is, okay? And you're okay with that. It's like, you know, I really like where I'm going, but you know what could make it even better? This next thing. And the next thing is that Six of Cups that you're thinking of. So the happiness card is just saying, it's not like you're slowing down to revisit things because things aren't going well. It's the opposite. They're going really well. And you're like, wow, maybe I can make this even better. And under the Six of Cups, we have illumination. It's perfect, right? So as you start thinking and daydreaming and tweaking and being creative and pulling in all these possibilities, all these ideas in your head, It's going to illuminate what makes sense and what is best, right? For your path as you head forward. And under the High Priestess, we have potential. Well, all of that ties together so beautifully. You see the potential in all the bits and pieces that have been illuminated. You can let everything else fall behind. You can let everything else go because you've got these two cards working in your favor. It's going to light the way for you to see what is possible. But of course, you have to be listening to your gut. That's High Priestess energy, right? Got to listen to your gut and see what's possible that way. But yeah, Cancer, great energy, great reading. Let me know how your week goes. Now, another sip of water. A sip of water. And who's next? Leo. Leo, let's see what your week is going to look like. Ooh. Starting out pretty Leo, let me tell you. First card up, we have the Ace of Wands. That is an opportunity coming your way. An offer opportunity, and it is fiery. It is like, yeah, I'm loving this thing. Let's do it. It's like, just got you lit right up, right? Like, light your soul on fire kind of stuff. And as we go through the week, we have the Page of Wands. This is information coming in. You're like, yeah, I love this idea. Let's do it. What else we got? How can we do this? Let's get going, blah, blah, blah. So information is coming in. All right. By the end of the week, we have the Five of Pentacles. Now, this could go one of two ways. One is either there's a big change in your financial situation, okay, your financial position. It could be, I don't know, you decide to sell your house and it sells. So now you go buy a bigger, better house. You apply for a new job and you get it. So now the money is going to be even better. Okay, so it's that kind of energy. Or all of this stuff that's been happening through the week has kind of got you a little worried about the financial position. So it could be something like, hey, Leo, here's this great opportunity to make some cash, but you're going to have to invest, $10,000. And you're like, oh my God, I love that idea so much. And then by the end of the week, you're like, yeah, but I'm going to have to take it out of my savings. Or I might have to take out a loan against the house or whatever. So it could be this. I'm not feeling like a doom and gloom kind of feel with it, but that is a possibility too. Either way, I see a change in financial position. So let's get our oracle cards and see what kind of information we pull from that. Oh, my light's flicking here. Power's off? No, power's on. Yeah, power's been out for like, I don't know, an hour or something. Stormy here on the island. But anyway, let's get back to you, Leo, because I want to see this. Oh, speaking of stormy, check this out. It's so funny. I was just talking about a storm. Under the Ace of Wands, we have healing chaos. Look at that storm I was just talking about. So whatever this is going to be one crazy MFing kind of thing coming in. Okay. It's going to feel good and it's going to look good and it's going to be good, but it's going to be nuts. This is going to be one hell of a ride should you choose to hop on. Okay. So the Page of Wands has the purification card under it. I think with all this chaos that's going on, the Page of Wands is like you bringing in information and finding information and getting all this stuff together because you're like, this is even too crazy for me. I can't take this. We got to figure this out. We got to get things to calm down. We got to get things like rein things in. Okay. And I think it's possible because under this chaos card, you see like you got, oh, that's my rude finger. Sorry. You got the tornado or whatever. And then all these butterflies around it. So butterflies are transformation. So this is something that's very transformational, but like a butterfly, you got to go through that caterpillar to pupa stage in the cocoon, right? And you turn to goo and it's painful and gross. And then, you come out a butterfly, but that's also a painful process to get out of the cocoon. You know what I'm saying? So the purification card is like, we got to get past the storm. We got to get through the storm as we're figuring this stuff out. And that's what's going to take us to the end of the week, the Five of Pentacles energy. We have blessings. This is good. This is a good leveling up. in the finance world. This is a good and smart investment. This is a good return on investments, right? Otherwise, the blessings card would not be here. So there you go. Before I leave it there, keep this in mind. This is not financial advice. This is possibilities coming in. What you do is up to you. If you're ever investing money in stuff, always, talk to a pro or someone you trust, right? This is, yeah, it's great to read the energy in a tarot card reading, but I am not in any way, shape, or form about to tell someone what to do with their money. What is it? Financial, legal, and medical. No, we stay away from that stuff. We can touch on it and talk about energy, but not to tell you how to make those decisions. So, Leo, be wise, but looks like there's some good potential here for you. So good luck. Let me know how it goes. And now, Virgo. Let's get your cards. We're going to look at the tarot, and then we're going to move on to the oracle cards. I'm kind of liking this. First up, we have the Nine of Cups. It's in the reverse, but I'm not feeling like it's a bad thing. Here's what I'm feeling. The Nine of Cups is like total satisfaction. It's feeling really good. I call it my fat and happy card, right? Just so contented. This is in the reverse, so it feels like, yes, you're in a good position, but there's going to be a change that might shake this up a little bit. And I say this because as you go through the week, we have the World card. This is the end of a cycle. This is the end of however that Nine of Cups looked. But don't worry, it's not a bad thing, okay? So whatever this Nine of Cups energy is, cycle is going to end. Things are going to change. But by the end of the week, what you're going to see is the Ten of Pentacles. Now it's in the reverse, but I'm not feeling like it's a bad thing. We're going to get more information when we look at the oracle cards. But here's the thing. Ten of Pentacles is about like having it all. Especially when it comes to financial, the material world, your finances, your job, your home, your car, all of that kind of stuff. It's really good, okay? This is in the reverse. What I'm feeling is that the change in your nice Nine of Cups, cozy, lovely energy is going to bring more like this. It's just not all going to pull together by the end of the week, right? It might take some time. So it's probably going to feel a little bit uncomfortable, but I don't feel like the outcome is going to be bad. I'm feeling it's the exact opposite, actually. I have a feeling this is going to be a really good week for most people. That's what I'm seeing so far in the reading. See, here we go. Oh, okay. All right, Virgo, check this out. Under the Nine of Cups, we have miracles. Whatever this is, that's shaking up your Nine of Cups world. It's got some serious potential. Serious potential. When we look at the world, action. You're being forced to take action. That's why. Something is changing this Nine of Cups thing that you're really happy with. Something's shaking it up. But we got miracles, and it's forcing you to do something or make a decision or make a change. You can't just sit there in the energy that you used to be in with that Nine of Cups. You can't. You're going to have to make a change. But like I said, by the end of the week with our Ten of Pentacles, you're going to see the potential that's coming, right? And the card that came out under the Ten of Pentacles is taking risks. You're being pushed out of your comfort zone in some way, shape, or form. You're being pushed out. You're being pushed to take a risk. Now, it doesn't have to be around money. It could be around relationships, home, job, whatever. It doesn't matter. But you're really being pushed. Now, is that sort of spirit steps in and says, Virgo, we know you like your Nine of Cups, but honey, you can't stay there anymore. You really need to level up. You really need to move. You really need to make a change, right? So sometimes that's a little scary, especially for the earth signs. I get it. I'm earthy too. But at the end of the day, it's feeling like it's going to be good. Time to take a risk. And I don't think it's going to be a bad thing. So good luck, and let me know how it goes. Libra. Did I do that? I did that. It's okay. I did it again. Knock my cards. Knock my cards, talking to spirit. Let's see what Libra's week looks like. Okay. Oh, whoa. Whoo, you little firecracker, you. Check this out. The beginning of the week, we have you in Four of Cups energy. You know what? You've been kind of looking around at this, whatever this situation is. I think you've been missing some stuff. Or maybe you've been turning a blind eye to some things that have been going on or something in this situation. And no more. You're front and center now. You're like, okay, we need to address with this. We need to look at this. And I say this because as you go through the week, your energy is a Seven of Wands in reverse. It's like normally Seven of Wands is a defensive position. Okay. Now this is you pushing back going, no, not acceptable. We need to figure this out. You know what? I let it go, right? I let it go. It's like, all right, let's see how it goes. Whatever. I'm not going to fight you. You know, fine. We'll do it your way. And then this week you're like, no, we're done. Your way isn't working. Hold my beer. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling for you. And I'm saying this, really saying this, and I'm loving this energy for you because by the end of the week, you are the Queen of Wands. Look out. Look out. Because the Queen of Wands ain't taking no shit from no one. She's my firecracker and she's going to get it done. Ooh, yeah. If you're stepping into that energy by the end of the week, people are going to be like, what the hell's going on with Libra? Oh my God. I'm laughing, and I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the situation because I want to be a fly on the wall when that goes down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this. Under the Four of Cups, the card that came out is success. And you're like, I know how to make this happen. It's not happening, and I'm not waiting for it anymore. We're going to make this happen. Let's go. And when you do, remember, Seven of Wands in reverse, and you're like, okay, I'm done. This is what we're doing. I'm taking charge now and we're moving forward. We have the Love card. I think this is like, it's saying this because as much as you're going to push and you're going to take charge and you're going to take over and whatever, you're going to do it gently. You're just going to do it with conviction. You're just going to be like, okay, I'm taking over now. Let's go. So your Queen of Wands energy is a little bit tempered, like not so crazy firecracker, right? But it's still there. You're still going to stand firm. And the card that came out under the Queen of Wands is release. Look at the color. These colors are so similar too, with the burgundies and yellows and stuff, right? This is telling me that the release is saying, okay, I'm done with being the softie. I'm done with being the one who is the one compromising all the time. I'm done with that. I'm done. That's the release card. I'm going to be kind. I'm going to be gentle. We're going to keep forward with that. But I'm going to be relentless, and I'm not giving up. And I'm not giving in. I'm not letting go of what I need to do. What I'm releasing is the nonsense that doesn't work. Are the people who are hindering this instead of helping it. That's what I'm releasing. Look at you, Libra. All full of piss and vinegar. I like it. I like it. Holy cow. So let me know how it goes this week. I want to know what this is about too. I find this quite interesting, but you're just like, you're sitting there all like, you know, wanting everyone to get along and wanting everyone to be happy, but kind of like this look like, are you kidding me? I don't want to deal with this crap anymore. We got to fix this. Step aside. I had to fix this stuff because you know what? Someone got to take charge, and I guess it's got to be me. It's sort of what I'm seeing for you, and it's in a good way. So good luck this week. Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's see what your week's going to look like. Let's see what you got coming. Ooh. All right. Oh. Interesting. All right. It feels like you're going to have an intense week, Scorpio. Surprise. You're going to have an intense week. I think it's going to be good. We're going to see. I want to see what comes out in the Oracle cards because these are some like wickedly intense cards. Check this out. First up, we have the Eight of Wands at the beginning of the week. Nothing wrong with that. It's information coming in, it's communication, and it's fast. It's like, boom, some kind of info or message comes into you, right? And you're like, whoa, okay, I got to deal with this. Through the week, the card that came out is the Devil, and it's in the reverse. So the Devil, to me, it's about distractions. Quite often it's around addictions like drugs and alcohol and stuff. But it could be anything that throws you off your path, anything that has been a distraction where you need to be pulled back in line. You need to get your ducks in a row, right? I think the communication coming in with the Eight of Wands is, this needs to be fixed. You need to pull it together. So you spend the week looking at the situation and going, where do I need to clean stuff up? Where do I need to get back on track? How do I get my ducks back in a row? You're going to work hard at this week. That's why I said the energy is intense, okay? By the end of the week, we have the Nine of Swords. This is a card of anxiety. It's worry, right? Doubt, whatever. By the end of the week, you may be sitting in this energy. I'm not taking it as a bad thing though. And we'll see what comes out in the oracle cards in a minute, but it's almost like it's like the anxiety keeping you up or whatever, like weighing on you kind of thing. It's more of, holy crap, you had so much thrown at you so quick that you had to deal with, you didn't have time to think about it, okay? Now by the end of the week, you take a breath and you're like, oh my God, now it hits you. Oh my God, we need this and this happened, that happened, right? It's almost like when what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my God, me and my words, losing them all the time. It's like when a crisis happens, you don't even have time for emotion or thoughts. Like you just react because you have to. And then once the dust settles is when you go, oh my God, and then you kind of fall apart or freak out. I don't think that's going to happen for you in such a dramatic way, like as I'm speaking it, but this is just to get the idea of how the energy is going to feel. So this could be you by the end of the week. So it's like now you're tired and you're exhausted and you're thinking about, oh my God, now should I do this? Should I do that? What do we do next? Da da da. Right? It's either that or all the stress and anxiety that's been like swirling around you through the week starts to calm down and you get to focus. May not be that the anxiety and stress is gone, but at least you can focus on it and try to sort it out to make a plan moving forward, right? Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think this is good. When we look at the card that came out under the Eight of Wands, so this is this message coming in, we have protection. Okay, so this is good. This is, even though it's going to stir up some stuff, right? This is for your best good. Okay, it's for your best and highest good, whatever this is that's coming in. And under the Devil card, we have blessings. Yes. Yes, Scorpio, once you start figuring stuff out, cutting out what you don't need, getting your shit together, right? Once you see that, you're going to see that things are going to really start flowing well. And so our Nine of Swords is any stress and anxiety starting to dissipate. Thank goodness. And I'm saying this because the card that came out under it is community. So you're going to see that this is something you do not have to do alone. You're going to find, okay, through this event this week, you're going to find your tribe. You're going to find the people who have your back. You're going to find the people you can count on. You're going to find the people who will support you. This is huge. That's why the anxiety can lift. That's why it's not going to feel like a burden, because you're going to be like, man, I got myself some really good support. I have a great support system, and be grateful for that. Okay. So intense week for you, Scorpio. Yes. Bad? I don't think so. It's going to be a lot to manage and have to take care of and everything. Yes, I get that. But I think, okay, so sorry, I'm trying to say like 15 things at once. It's me, right? I think no matter what happens this week, the lesson, however you want to put it, that comes out of this week for you, the takeaway, the silver lining, is finding out who you have around you who will support you. I think that's sort of the big thing this week for you. And I think that's a great thing. I actually think it's a beautiful thing. When you know, you recognize, and then you can like confirm and just anchor in, yeah, these are the people who've got my back. These are the people I can rely on. That's an amazing thing because not everybody has that in life. So be grateful for that, Scorpio. Let me know how your week goes. Sag, your turn. Last but not least. Last but not least, my Sagittarius friends. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, check out your week. The beginning of the week, we have the Tower, but it's in reverse. Feels like there's been some big shakeup go on, right? So now, this week, it's the aftermath, the cleanup. What does this look like now going forward? Okay. Doesn't feel bad though. It actually feels kind of good because as you go through the week, we have the Page of Wands. I think whatever that, like now that the dust is starting to settle, you're gonna start seeing information coming in. Okay, that's the Page of Wands, but it's feeling good. Like, okay, yeah, we got some answers, we got some info that's gonna help get through this like post-Tower phase, right? And by the end of the week, you have the Magician. So what I'm feeling for this, okay, for some of you, this could be someone who pops up who's kind of shady, okay? Just be mindful of that. Just keep that in the back of your mind. We're going to see what comes out in the Oracle cards, but it could be someone a bit shady doing some janky shit. But this is not a definite. This could also be you looking at the situation, like I said, now the dust is settled and you've gathered stuff, you looking at it going, do we have everything we need to move forward? Do I have everything so that I can move forward? Take stock of all this information and stuff that's been coming in through the week with that Page of Wands energy. Take stock of that and figure it out. What are you missing? Go find it. Go get it. Right? That's what you're going to need to work on. That's what the Magician is saying. If anything is missing, you're going to have to go find it. Right? So that will take you into the week after, right? So it's not something that's going to wrap up by the end of the week, but it's something that comes to light. At least you know where you need to go. Do you see what I'm saying? I hope this makes sense. But we're going to get your Oracle cards now. Let's see what comes out. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, interesting. All right. Now the story comes together. Under the Tower card, we have wisdom. Whatever this big shakeup was, yeah, it's really given you some good information. There's a lot of wisdom you have gained out of whatever this is. You now have a lot of tools in your tool belt. You're on the up and up. There's no mistakes, there's no surprises, there's nothing hidden. You're like, okay, I learned a ton out of what happened with this. So as your information's coming in through the week with that Page of Wands, we have trust. This is you figuring out, literally, who can I trust? Let's see who's bringing me what information, and I'll be able to discern. I'll be able to figure out what I can trust and what I can't, who I can trust and who I cannot. That's why the Magician card, remember how I said it could be someone kind of shady? The card that came out under it is forgiveness. I think that what it is, when this Tower thing happened, there is somebody that you thought was a trickster or shady or lying, deceitful, whatever. And then through the week, as this information starts coming to you, so you can figure out who you can trust and who you can't, you actually figure out that this person was not shady, that they were not, they weren't being deceitful, okay? That comes out. So the forgiveness is you actually going to them and saying, hey, listen, you know what? I thought this is what was going on. Are we good? Are we okay? Right? If it turns out that because this could happen for some of you, a handful, right? If you find out they actually were shady, are you going to forgive them? Are you going to work it out? You may. That's completely up to you. But because the forgiveness card is here, what this is saying to me is that, okay, yeah, you might be pissed because they were shady or they lied or hid something from you or whatever. Maybe what you need to do is have more of a sit down and talk to them to say, okay, we need to talk about this. Let's see if we can fix this moving forward, right? Can we fix this moving forward? Or, you know, it just is what it is. And, you know, is the forgiveness going to be there? Maybe you'll forgive, but not forget. Maybe you'll forgive them for what happened, but then that trust has been tarnished, right? And then it's up to you to decide what you want to do going forward. So good luck. Let me know how the week goes. All right. If you stuck around this long, thanks for watching. And yeah, we're going to be doing the weekly videos like this every week. And yeah, new formats coming. So stick around. Like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff because I want you hanging around with me because I like hanging around with you. All right. Thanks for watching. Take care and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.